Us.
We are back in business.
Yes, we are. We're back.
Yes, and hello to all of our friends.
Yes. Hello, friends. Hello, internet.
Hello. And if you wanna um, know more about coding, we should have this. We should prepare like a pitch, right? If you want to know
Yeah.
about coding or pair programming and agile methodologies in software development, follow us. Hit that subscribe button,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
yeah, something like that. I think we should probably could could we do we know anybody that works in PR that can write a pitch, an elevator pitch for us? We should have an
Yeah.
elevator pitch.
I mean, look, we're Renaissance men, so possibly we'll write our own. Or rather, if someone, Thomas, I know you well, so this is the kind of thing we find someone who do it cheap, they do it great, and then we're gonna want to rewrite it. So
Yeah, exactly,
might
exactly.
as well do
Right.
it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I consider myself a Renaissance man. Yes, and I know that you are too.
Yeah.
But and I've said this to my kids when they were growing up, and I keep saying that to Tadeusz, my youngest one. I'm also the laziest person
Mm.
I know.
Well,
So
this unites us too. So maybe we can just find like a pitch generator online, maybe that.
oh, but I do have a. Have I
Uh,
showed you the bullshit generator?
yeah,
Yeah, I have. Okay, I will share it with the community at some point. I won't do it
yeah.
now, but we've actually written a piece of software that generates pitches. It's gonna be a surprise. Perhaps we can reveal it in a special.
Maybe we can generate a new one for each episode and just read it and see if people react at all.
You know what? We could probably automate. We can tap into the restream distribution to Twitch and YouTube, and we can auto-generate the title of the stream using the BS generator, right? And see if that
Love
will
it.
attract some viewers.
I love
Uh,
it. If it means we don't have to come up with titles for the streams anymore, that sounds great.
if we can just one button press, or we
Yeah,
go to streaming and that auto generates, and
automate all the things.
yeah. Um, so I know this. There is this piece of software called Image Magic, and there's a Ruby wrapper around that, and
Hmm.
I've used it extensively. And with Image Magic, so Image Magic is basically Photoshop without interface, right? So it's quite powerful. You have layers,
Cool.
you have all the effects of blurring or dropping shadows. You can do animated GIFs with it. You can do whatever programmatically. So what if we could auto-generate a title, tap into a bank of images, and create a cover for our YouTube uh, streams? When we upload everything, totally and randomly generated
Yeah.
with that. You know, a totally random image that probably won't fit the title. The title will be
It's fun.
total nonsense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, yeah,
All right. That sounds like a new project in of itself to
shit,
build.
shit.
Or
We
maybe
have a
we can do a hackathon and whip it together over a weekend sometime.
That's totally doable. So,
Yeah, yeah,
audience,
yeah.
if you have any comments on that, if this is something you would like to watch or participate in, or, we can make a community open source project out of that in Agile
Yeah.
Ventures. Yeah, enough of the BS, right? I think.
Yeah, we do have we have an ambition today. We'll see. Everything we say now, I'm sure we'll deviate from. But the whole point here is that we want to dive into Code Sandbox a little bit and see. We messed around a little bit off screen the other day. We've forgotten everything,
Mhm.
so that's good. So you can see us. See if we can integrate this into our workflow. We do a lot of demos, both for our students, for companies. Can we run, an instance of Node live and edit it live and share that using Code Sandbox? That's kind of the gist
Yeah,
of the day.
yeah. And for those of you who are watching that perhaps don't know what Code Sandbox is, is there an elevator pitch for Code Sandbox? What that is?
Oof. Um, I mean, it's basically running code in your browser,
Yeah,
and have the ability to share it very easily with others.
yeah.
I think that's it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not just. I mean, you can do Code Sandbox. It's not just JavaScript, right?
It
Now
is.
that I
I think it
see it.
is. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, I since we did our last meeting, well, off-camera code sandboxing, whatever you call it.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, I wonder if I can spin up a Ruby instance. And so I spun up
Mm.
a server, node server-ish thing, and entered into the terminal and just checked if there was any Ruby instance installed, and it wasn't. And I couldn't even, I don't think I could install anything. You know, you couldn't do apt-get or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't
All
think you
right.
can do anything but JavaScript.
All right.
But I
Well,
am
that's
not
fine.
100% sure. We could that could be potentially something we look into, but I don't know. Right, Code Sandbox. Yeah, so Code Sandbox is basically like a cloud-based thing, right?
Yep.
Um, I guess
Could argue that it's a software as a service,
it could be called
and I
something like
see they have their revenue model by pro accounts, which doesn't really say what you get, but I
that.
guess
No.
it's good.
Let's
Um,
see if we can open it. So we go to Code Sandbox IO.
yeah.
Code Sandbox IO, and I am already logged in. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Yes.
are.
So what happens if I log out? Can I log out? Like, yeah, there it is. Sign out. So I will still just go to the landing page. I want to go to landing page. See if there's any. Okay, this is what people that are not signed up for the servers will see.
Hmm.
Code Sandbox, build big projects with your team. Try for free. Okay, where teams build faster together. Create, share, and get feedback with collaborative sandboxes for rapid web development.
Then we see a lot of front
Yeah,
end web frameworks that we
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, animated
Wow,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No
Yeah, cool.
joke.
Yeah. Shit. Anyhow,
Okay.
I will sign in. Signing up is free, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, and I will sign in using my GitHub account. So if you do it for the first time, you probably need to, yeah, you need to authorize your app.
Authorized.
Yeah. But what I will do now is, so what you have, you can create projects or create so-called sandboxes, which are projects, and and you base them on certain templates. And as you can clearly see, I try to do base Rails 6 Ruby 2.7, right? But that didn't fly. So I will actually, can I remove this? No, well, I don't have to. No, my drafts, all sandboxes. Yeah, let's. You haven't any. What? Oh, where are my sandboxes? I had sandboxes. I know that.
Well,
Well, okay.
okay, weird.
So yeah, that's. Oh, there they are. No. Yeah, these are my
Recently viewed.
recently viewed. Anyways, we will create a sandbox. Let's create
Yeah.
a sandbox. Okay, so here's a sandbox, and you can create those sandboxes based on various various templates. There are shitloads of templates, and there are official ones,
Mm-hmm.
and then there are community somewhere below. No. React Essentials. Yeah, so there are many other templates that are not official, so they could be of various quality. So I would probably be careful with that. And that's where I found this Ruby thingy, but it didn't really work for me. So we will
Okay.
go to official templates. And if we look at the official ones, of course, React, Vue, Angular, the big ones. You have Svelte,
Mhm.
you have Gatsby, you have a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But the one that worked for us yesterday when we were working on a vanilla JavaScript project without any interface, right?
Yeah.
That was the Node HTTP server one. And
Yes.
should we demonstrate something with React or what? Or you did a little bit of Vue today, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Just messing about in the scaffolded code that you get when you spin up Vue using Byte or Git.
Yeah.
And yeah, it could be fun to see if we can set up Vue with Cypress in the code box and maybe create a new route. I mean, that would be really cool if we did that. Is that
Let's
too
do that.
ambitious?
No. Let's do Vue 3 then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
and
see.
so
Let's do Vue 3 and add Cypress to it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because then we can kind of work with this.
Oh, but wait. Will we be able to execute console commands
Well,
in the Vue 3
I think
terminal commands? Sorry, not console commands.
we will be, but
Yeah,
not. We won't be able to run the Cypress runner, the
no,
visual
of
runner,
course.
but we
Yeah,
can do
the
the
continuous
terminal.
integration one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see. If we can get the terminal running in this view, then let's do that. If we run into trouble, then we can jump back a level to the Node HTTP server where we know for a fact that we have terminal access.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. You mean that? Okay. Yeah. Right.
Well, spin that up and see. Let's find out. Let's find
Yeah,
out.
because exactly. Because otherwise we go to HTTP server and then we can just do Vue install
But there
and
must be a setting somewhere. I mean, if the terminal is available on Node HTTP server,
yeah.
that would imply that they have the capability of running it.
Yeah.
No, all right.
We only have console. We don't have.
And if is there any setting anywhere where you can
configuration file? Sandbox config JSON. Let's create one. Hard reload template view. Disable console. Well, we can disable the console, but I want to enable terminal. But open file in editor. Yeah, let's do that. View browser. Okay, what if I just say view terminal? Huh? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Shit.
Wait, so according to L. Bogdown on March 2019, it said you can only open a terminal in a server sandbox. And that links to, if you switch over to my screen, to an article on Hacker Noon, which is a fun website, where they're talking about CodeBox containers. And there, we introduce a new view to look on terminals to show Yarn, the output of Yarn start when the sandbox starts. So, yeah, I think this is for the server. I think we're going to be locked into using the server, even though this is from 2018.
Let's see. Let's see if we can see some config sandbox example. If there are some sort of documentation, configuration sandbox. I'm just gonna switch back to mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are some advanced use cases where you might need to control over a sandbox or template. That's why we support configuration file. It's a list of configuration files to support. You can choose to support the configuration files. Configuration UI. Right, but that's here it is. Right, infinite loop protection hard template. Which sandbox template to use? Okay, that's it. And here it is. View client container. Yeah, so you can Right.
Oh, well, that's
But
interesting.
but that didn't really fly with me. Do you understand? Because um, because this template here. So if I say test, if you say this tests for like this, so then it jumps over to test as a default view, right?
Yeah.
But if I say terminal, it will give me an error, or not? No, it didn't give me an error, but it didn't switch over to anything. Understand?
Look, I think we should go for the node server,
Yeah.
so that we can have more fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we'll just,
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. So let's get the hell out of Dodge, and we go new sandbox, and we're gonna go node HTTP server. I think that's gonna give us the most flexibility.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. And we're gonna call it something. I don't want it to be called bold water, right?
Yeah.
So I will call it sandbox, like sandbox demo. Can we call it sandbox demo? Yeah, we can call it. All right. So, well, I of course misspelled sandbox, so I can change that to, not misspelling it. Okay, but this spins up a server, right? I don't want that, so I will delete this index.js.
Love it. Get rid of it.
Right. I'm gonna get rid of it. And package.json has what? No dependencies at this point. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And start index.js. It doesn't really matter. I will not spin up an index. I was just saying index.js, and I don't need those dev dependencies either. Right. And
don't forget to save. Autosave not enabled.
Yeah, exactly. Could in the background, could you just say how can we autosave stuff?
Yeah.
Right. Let me just I need to create a there we go. Sorry about that, folks. Oh gosh, I was running something in the background and I am like totally losing myself. Okay, so all right, so I would like to go to this sandbox config, and I want to look. I can choose the node version. Actually, I'm gonna set 16 on the node version. Template node. All right. Hard reload or change. Force refresh of sandbox for a change. This doesn't really matter for now. But I want to open this file in editor, and I want to say that because we know we'll just play around without a browser, right? So I'm going to set terminal as the default view. Let's see if that does anything for us. So let's save, and that didn't help us at all. Because so yesterday I had to drag this one over to this one to have the terminal app, but it was also protected, right? So I can't really. Yeah, terminal is read only, but now I can create a terminal here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And that's the name of the game, right?
Yeah. So if I do node version here. Oh shit! What was that? Whoa! What happens? You see, I press N once and it. Do you see what it types?
Reload.
Yeah, I will do that. Oh, actually, I didn't have to. It just looks weird, but I will reload anyway. Yeah, let's reload. So you can't trust these guys too much. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I still need to create this terminal manually, and I would just do node version. Okay, now it works better, and it's 14. But didn't I tell it to use 16? You see? Yeah. No, it's 16, and yet he's
If you
using.
want to enable autosave, I have found it.
Oh, how is that done?
It's let's see, if you go into settings for this project, so go top left, and hang on, it's top left. Where did I find this? Yeah, the hamburger menu should open up a drop down, which should have file, and in file there should be preferences, and in preferences there should be settings. And then go down to files in there.
Autosave.
There it is.
It sets to off after delay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. And there are some other settings. This 1 second auto delay. Okay, good. Well, that's enough. Tab size, edit, render white space, cursor style, multi, word wrap.
I mean, it looks exactly like VS Code's settings, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. Language define, auto surround, code lens. Yeah, we don't have to go through all of that, but yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Anyhow, we have the terminal app. So how about we? So how do you create a new view project?
I used npm init space view at latest.
Okay. Do we have npm? Yes, we do. Okay, so
I believe we do.
Init, and then
view, VUE.
Like this.
Just view and then @.
Right, of course. @latest.
Latest. I mean, you can specify the version you want.
Right.
But,
and
since
then app name. Do I have to specify an app name?
No, it's gonna ask you to input it now if it.
But if I do a dot because I want to create it in this particular folder, you understand? I don't want to create a subfolder.
Yeah. Try the dot.
Okay, let's try the dot. Okay. Let's see. Various JavaScript directory is not empty. Remove existing files.
Existing files.
So here's the problem, right? So because we have Sandbox Config JSON, I don't need the yarn lock or anything like that, and I can get by without the package JSON. But I would love to keep the Sandbox config.
Well, if you choose no, it's probably just going to rename them to old and leave them there, probably.
You know what? Let's go with yes. We can always recreate the Sandbox config.
This is true.
Yeah. Let's do yes. Package name. Right. Let's just call it Sandbox demo. Right. Let's go without TypeScript. You went without JSX support, right? But should we have?
I tried both. It used JSX either way, and looked like. So I'm not sure what they mean with JSX support, but anyway. Yeah.
Let's go with yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. View router, yes.
Yes, we want that.
State management.
I chose no because I didn't want to experiment it with quite yet. But since I'm sure Pinta is very similar to Redux, yes. but yeah.
Yeah, or.
Yeah, no, put it in. You know, I mean, we'll figure it out.
We're gonna go with no for Vitest or Vitest,
yeah,
whatever it's called.
We'll use Cypress instead. There it is. Yes.
ESLint for code quality.
I chose no there because, I mean, there will be ESLint settings.
Yeah. Okay, so
So now we need to run npm install to actually grab the things we want.
Right, let's see what the file editor, the file thingy.
Yeah, what it
was,
spits out.
Yeah.
It should have updated already, no?
Yeah. And install Cypress. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we may run into trouble since, in a sense, we are using this in a way that it's not meant to be used.
New major version of npm. Yeah, but we don't care about that, right?
No, we don't.
And so where are my? Do I have to
Yeah,
reload?
this is a little strange. Maybe
Yeah.
reload.
Yeah, let's
but
reload.
It was updating for us live when we tried it yesterday.
Yeah.
But
That didn't fly at all. What the hell?
and you got a yarn lock?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What's in the package JSON?
Not the things we want.
Oh.
Oh shoot. Where are we? Right.
Yeah, so wait, in your terminal, do a little print working directory and an ls just to make sure that,
Yeah. Yeah, it's all there.
So that looks correct.
Yeah.
Print working directory.
And if I do cd up once and do ls on that, yeah, it's...
There's a system.
Yeah. So we need to be in the sandbox, which we should be good, but we should see other things here. New directory, export to zip, upload files. But there's nothing I can do to reload this. Okay, let's reload again. Oh, this is not
See,
cool.
this is why, when we were talking about this yesterday, I kind of groaned a little bit because I do think that will occasionally, this is the kind of problem you run into, and on your machine you can solve it, but here was sort of,
right,
it's trickier. So maybe the opinion that I'm kind of forming right now is that this is a great tool, of course, wonderful, but maybe for simpler things, like we did yesterday, to just have a little simple algorithmic exercise for students to tackle, JavaScript coding.
Yeah.
That would be our use. But even so, I mean, we should still try to show off running this together, because we can code at the same time. And
we're gonna change this. We're gonna abandon this view thing. And
yeah,
we're just gonna do some other stuff, right? So
yeah.
Sandbox is starting, right? No, this was really not cool.
Yeah. Well, we learned
because
something.
Again, it has the. I mean, the files are here, and if I cat package JSON.
Yeah. I think for our viewers, we should specify like the reason we're picking the server sandbox and then trying these installing a view manually is because we want to see if we can do some light test-driven development,
right?
Which means we need access to a terminal so that we can run our tests, even if it's in CI mode, headless mode. And it appears that the answer to that question is we cannot do that. You can, of course, spin up the Vue official instance, and you can get a visual interface, and you can showcase what you're working on like that. But for TDD, I don't think it's the right tool for the job.
No. I don't think so either, unfortunately. So that was a bit of a bummer, I would say. A bit of a bummer, unfortunately. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can't whine too much. I mean, they have built something, I mean, it's been around for a while, but they have built something very impressive.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
Right. So we're just gonna get the hell out of Dodge, right? So we're
Yeah.
gonna abandon this one, and we're just gonna do a new sandbox. Well, we actually could have say no, no. Let's create a new one using this thing, and let's just collaborate on whatever. Let's not do view, okay? Let's just do anything,
Yeah.
something, right? So here in this index.js, I don't want to spin up a web server at all.
Hmm.
I want the terminal to be the thing. That's the only thing we want to run. And again, I need to enable autosave. So what was it? It was in file preferences,
File
preferences
preferences and
settings,
settings. I guess you can
or is it
use the
code
keyboard.
sandbox settings?
No. It's settings.
All right,
Settings.
and we just set this to after delay. Okay, but now I'm curious. What is that file preferences and code sign? Oh, there it is. Oh, look.
Yeah, but those are the same settings as if you were going to the top right, I think.
Oh, okay. Key bindings. Okay. Experiment.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get hell out of Dodge. Let's just get okay. So right, just create a terminal, and in ls I don't have anything, right? I just have the old stuff. Okay. So so basically what we kind of did yesterday, there was the we kind of collaborated on something, right?
Yeah. It was
Um,
simple.
yeah. So
a sim-
we could just I don't know, we could do yarn add to dev dependencies, mocha chai sign on xenon chai. So if somebody is interested, these are testing frameworks for JavaScript.
Mhm.
So we could, do that. And in our scripts, I guess we could set, well, the start will, start is not interesting. We're just gonna run tests anyway. So tests or test, we're just gonna do mocha, and I'm just gonna do file specs. I usually set some configuration in a file called spec helper. So I preload that when I start Mocha, and then I just say recursive watch, right?
Yeah.
I think so. And then specs in that particular folder, right? So I need to create that folder, and I'm just gonna call it specs, and I'm gonna create another folder where we'll have our source files, src source. Right, and then I'm gonna move can I move index like this? Yeah, I can move that. It doesn't really have to be called index, but and main file will be src index.js.
Okay. I think you moved it to specs, but
Oh shoot, sorry. Yeah, culpa.
sorry.
Src, right, and I will just oops, sorry. I will just go in here, and I will say const foo. It will be a function, and then return bar, and I will module exports foo. Right. So I have this. I just wanted to set this up so we see if things are working for me. And so in my spec, I will create a file, and I will say foo spec.js, and I will say, yeah, const foo equals require, and then I just do dash dash dot dot in from source. Okay, I like that they have these code completion
Yeah, it's really nice.
index, and then we'll see if they have some other files. So if I type describe, yeah, look,
Hey.
the first one is the jest one. Let's take the other one. No, they don't. This won't fly. Describe require mocha. I don't. Do I? No, I don't have to do that. No, I don't have to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create.
Yeah, I create the helper.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a file called spec helper.js, and I will just say const, and I will destruct, and I will say expect. I think equals require. Mocha. So that should, and then I just will expect. And now I think I need to say global expect equals expect. Right. That's the minimal thing I have to do. Let's see if this works. So describe, and I will just say foo, and that's going to be a callback. So code completion would be nice on this one, you know, because that will help a lot. And so I say expect foo to equal bar, right? And code formatting, yeah, code formatting works. Okay,
so that's working.
All right. So in principle, if I didn't f anything up, I should be able to do yarn test. And that didn't fly. Let's have a look. So we are expect is not a function. So that might be just me. Require. Do I have to say expect? That's right. I could also check my documentation, but you know, I'm too lazy. As I said, that was not it. But I have it here. Well, get lost. So where's my? No, I have it.
You have it. It's in the tabs on top. Our mess. Oh no, sorry.
No,
It's in, yeah, you have to open up the.
No, I need to open up another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I experimented with this recently, so. Oh, I actually have it off screen. So let's get back here, and that would be. And what?
Here, I still have access to it. If you want to look at my screen, yeah.
So what did you do?
It's just the spec helper just has const expect required chai,
because
and then global dot expect.
Oh gosh, the expect is an assertion. Why would I import that from Mocha? It's of course from chai.
It's from chai, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Right, so we have zero passing. Why do I have zero passing? Okay. So why would that be zero passing?
What's the message?
It doesn't do anything for what?
Yeah, it's having trouble with something.
Expect is not a function. Let's change this again. Oh, it says zero. So it. Oh, come on! What a noob mistake. Who am I? Who am I? Is expected to return bar. And
then a callback.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, okay.
And then can I do this here? Yeah, I can move code. All right, the code formatting, and we're passing. Okay. So that
Nice.
that worked. So this spec helper helps us with avoiding having to do those imports on every file. So that's why we have
Yeah.
it. And the foo is working. Okay, so basically what we have is this. So this is called Serene. So let's rename this guy to Sandbox Experiment. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now basically what I can do, I can give you, so we can do this in several steps, right? I can give you the URL, and
Yeah.
you should be able to
Let's try that
open it. Yeah,
first.
let's try that first. Then we can share this with each other. But let's try this one. So I will send this over to you in Slack.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Switch over to your,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm going to
you should
click
be able to
that
open.
link, and it's loading. It should be noted that I'm also logged in. I have an account on
But
Code
what if
Sandbox.
you log out actually? Is that possible? If you log totally out from this and you guys just follow that link?
Yeah. So signing out. I'm actually staying on the link, but I'm going to close this. I'm going to click the link again. I am signed out, so it's loading. And voila.
Okay.
I still get everything.
But you can't really see. You can't start um, a terminal because you're not logged in, right? Or can you?
I can only fork to add it, and that I assume will tell me to log in, and I cannot type here.
Right.
But no, and I cannot see your profile here. I can only see you as the owner here, so I can't see that you're currently editing this.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like this way of sharing this project is very static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So let's go over to me for a sec then, because there isn't much you can do. So what I will do now is I will share this with you instead of just sharing the URL, right? So let's click on this share, and it's Max Arvid, right?
Yeah.
Right. So here you are, and you can say can edit. Yeah, I trust you. So I can choose between can view and can edit. And since you and I are friends, I will give you edit access. Or should we start with just can view? Just now let's do edit. We don't have to cover everything here. Yeah, let's send this over, and you should get a notification somehow.
I'll probably need to sign in first. So I will sign in with GitHub. There we go. And I have a little blue mark on the. Hey, look at that. On my notifications, it says Thomas Ahmed invited you to edit Sandbox Experiment. Excuse me. Oof. And so, tack. And so I click on that, make this a bit bigger. And here, lo and behold, now I see your little profile up here. And yeah, and can I edit something?
Hopefully.
Yes, I can.
That's good.
And can you see that on your screen? On your instance?
Yeah, where did you make the edit? You made the edit.
I made that in index.js in the source.
Sorry, I will switch over to mine, and yes, I can.
Yeah.
So
yes, all right. You can
live.
even see my cursor, huh?
Yeah. And if you change it back, or whatever, change something more.
Okay, I format the code.
And I see that.
Hey, very nice. And
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I can see live stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. And also, if I do, so you just keep this as it is, and yeah, but your tests are not running, right?
My tests are not running, but I should be able now to open a new terminal by just clicking this plus sign. Yep. And So if I run yarn test,
it should fail because I just changed it to Baz. Why is it
well, well,
still passing?
it's
There's a
expected to return bar.
what?
You did
Seriously?
change it to Baz,
Yeah,
and
right.
you're supposed to be equal to bar. Huh.
Well, that was
It's still passing. Hmm.
what exactly is passing? Right? What the hell?
It is expected to return bar,
Right.
except foo to equal.
Right. Let's see.
This is somewhat confusing now because
Let's see how debugger works in this one. It does.
are you on my screen or yours?
I am on.
You're on my screen.
I am on your screen. Foo.
Count
Okay, so the
as
debugger just made a weird thing happen. It just.
ah.
Oh, now
You
it
know what?
fails.
I think we became victims of the autosave. I think it's a bit sensitive.
Yeah, but so because now I see a failing test. You see that?
Me too. Me too. Yeah. I think you made the change to Baz, and I don't think it. Even though I saw it, I don't think the file saved.
Oh, okay. So I'm just
That's what
gonna
I
do
think.
bar, right? And I will save, but that didn't happen.
And if I save, oh, if I save, now it's pausing.
What the hell?
Maybe it's because I don't have autosave on yet. So let me move to preferences settings. I'm gonna say after delay, close the settings. Let's try one more time. So
You change it
change
to,
this to Baz, and I'm failing, and
and
I
I see
change it to
failing to immediately.
bar, and I'm
Okay, so
passing.
both,
Okay, so
yeah, but why does it
okay,
run it twice? For me, you look at my screen. You see,
yeah.
it says foo is expected, right? And I do not have two it blocks here, right? So,
Uh, why could that be?
and also
Hmm.
let's try another thing then, because if I change that to Baz,
Yeah,
and now it
now it's
fails
failing for me.
immediately, right? And it fails for you, right? And you change.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to change it to bar now,
Mm-hmm. Done.
and
And
look
I'm
at my
passing.
screen. Nothing happens on my screen yet. Oh no, it did. Okay, but it was and it ran it twice again for some reason.
It's
No.
only running it once for me, so that's a little weird.
Yeah, that is weird. That's weird. Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
but there was another thing we could do yesterday, right?
Indeed, yeah, our ambition is to end this within the hour, so that gives us 10 minutes. We set this up to run in our VS codes as well.
Yeah. So
Which
so I did that yesterday. Perhaps you want to click on the little cat.
the little cat.
Yeah, on the sidebar. There you go.
Yeah.
And what can you do there?
Here I can export to a new GitHub directory.
Right.
And so, blah, 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 blah. This will get a repo. Okay, so I cannot create a new repo on GitHub.
Why not?
Well,
You have to type something in there. Give it a name.
I see. So we
Just call it
say
Sandbox Experiment.
sandbox code sandbox experiment. Or you used underscore, I will do the same. Create new repo on GitHub. Creating repository, very snazzy. Creating
Schnazzy is a fantastic
branch. Yeah.
word. Yeah, I love it.
Like keep using that Yiddish. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you, brother.
Okay. Whoa. So now we landed on Max Arvid, draft charming Margulis. But this is interesting because there's a default branch called main, which takes a while to load, apparently. There it is. And if I look at main, I can, of course, see all our code. Can I do edits here? I cannot edit in a read-only editor. Okay. And then it's keep your projects up to date. Install Cobix, GitHub apps, and access live running development. Okay, I want that, I guess.
Yeah, I think we did that yesterday, didn't we? No, perhaps we didn't.
Yeah, we did it for you, but not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we did it for the other. For each. I don't know. Where do you want to install Code Sandbox? I guess I want to install it on mine for now. And we'll just do all repos. I can change that later. Confirm with my password. Okay, you were installed. Does that mean that? Does that mean that I can now do edits here? No. But what I can do is I can open it in VS Code. No, I'm on a protected branch. Right, we discovered that main is protected. So
right, exactly. Yeah, so you have to create another one, right?
Back to.
Yeah, you have to create a new one. I think we only have main.
No, we do. Oh no, you're right. Okay, create branch, and we'll call it feature one, because we lack imagination. And now we are on feature one. Okay, I can do edits here in the editor that is this Code Sandbox GitHub. I can also click this, open in VS Code, and allow it to launch. And you may notice that I'm no longer in my Chrome browser. I'm actually in
VS Code.
VS Code, but
it will open
there
up.
we go. Yeah, let me just close this. So, and look, opening remote, working. Yes, I trust the authors somewhat. And look, we have an SSH connection to this Microsoft Code Sandbox Experience.feature one. Really cool. And the question is now on your screen, where is your cursor?
My cursor is, well, I
can you change to this branch at all? I wonder. Because that's
yeah, but how did we do that yesterday?
We did it. I think I have to invite you as a. I have to go to GitHub, and I have to go to my repositories. Where are my repos? None of this. What did we call this?
I thought Sand. Weren't you able to open this up directly from Code Sandbox even yesterday?
No, you ended up inviting me as a collaborator, and then we were good. So I'm adding you, and you have to accept this invite.
Okay, all right. UT61 is with us, so we're doing just fine. UT, I hope you're doing great too. We are exploring Code Sandbox today as a pair programming tool, so we're quite happy about that. And let me see, Max just invited me to this one. I'm gonna view. Right, view. Can I just accept? Do I have to view it? Why do I have to view it? Okay, I thought I could accept it. Oh no, okay, I accept it here. Right. All right. So the next step was.
Well, now, if you go back to your Code Sandbox browser window, can you change the branch somewhere?
I cannot.
You cannot.
See, this is.
So I wonder, because you created this, and then you shared it with me. No, but it should be, since you shared it with me, in my mind.
You know what I probably can do I just
Yeah.
wonder here, like on file.
I mean, I can obviously invite you.
But I shouldn't have to do that. I remember yesterday we did something. How did you open the you opened it differently. You were able to open it directly. Oh, you know what? Here. If you could you share? Click on the share button. Is there? Yeah,
Mhm. I'll Slack you this link.
yeah, yeah. Because now we are in a different
There
kind
you
of
go.
mode, ish,
Yeah,
kind of.
it's more. It's linked to GitHub, and that's what we're interested in, right? Because
Right.
that allows us to do
So let's just
some
make,
nice version control.
yeah, make this one smaller.
Hmm.
And here we are. I see a different interface now. Do you see that?
So switch over to your screen.
Oh, sorry.
That's
There we
fine.
go.
There we go. Yeah. Um,
Right.
Now, if you head over to, yeah, okay, let's say index.js, um, you should be able to see, yeah, both my VS Code cursor, which is
Yeah.
active, and my Chrome, if you will, cursor, which is also active.
Yeah.
And if you click on one of those, if you mark your cursor there, I can now see you
Yeah.
as well, and I can see you typing
Right. Okay.
both in my browser and in my VS Code as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the VS Code made you green.
So 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 here's the thing. I created a sandbox, but you created the Git stuff out of this. So you know it creates a different kind of like a different project, right?
Instance. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think if I know, yeah, and then I have this open in VS Code
Hmm.
button down below,
Yeah,
and I can just open this up here, open this up, yeah, open this up,
yeah. And they have to
and
trust.
we're good to go.
Yeah.
Right. And we
And
are
the point here
SSHing.
is, of course, we could, we could use this for code alongs, but we could use it for, we could use it for like simulated technical interviews, where we might not want a student to kind of get caught up on, you know, a
Right.
simple bug. So, you can live fix things for people. It's a lot you
Yeah.
could do.
But do you remember we had the terminal thingy here, right? Couldn't
Yeah.
add dev tools, terminals, new terminal. Look at my, do you see my, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can do yawn test. And yeah, because I changed this. So here's a problem, right? Because I changed it to Baz here, but it shows as
Oh,
bar here.
you want to know something interesting? So if you switch over to my screen,
Huh?
check this out. If I choose terminals, I can see yours.
Oh, that's even better.
And if I choose it, look, then I just see yours. I can't type in it, but it's a
Yeah,
live feed.
yeah,
That's pretty neat.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So UT61 writes that he uses LiveShare extension in VS Code, which is what we do too, right?
Yeah.
This objective of today's short stream is to explore Code Sandbox as a pair programming tool for those who don't have VS Code extension or installed, and it's also so from what I understand, the VS Code live share opens up a stream between two computers, and it uses WebSockets. And from what I feel at this point is that this, because we are SSHing into this code sandbox, I think it puts a little less strain on the client computer than using live share. But
Mm.
I wouldn't say that I'd prefer this over LiveShare. I think LiveShare is great too. So
Mm, mm, mm.
it's just a different tool basically. But
Yeah.
what I was worried about is that if we log on use screen now,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it's bar here. I was doing the wrong thing. I don't have live save on mine on my VS Code. You see, I still have the dot. Do you see
Yeah, me
that?
too.
But the problem is that I know for a fact that autosave is enabled for on my on my VS Code, generally speaking. But will you see if I change? Right. So if I remove the comment now, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you see that automatically. That's
Yep.
good. But you see the
And
dot. But you see the dot. You see that?
now it's gone.
Now it's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And the test is passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. No, I mean, I think that now that we've done it second time around, I think it's even clearer in a way than before.
Mm-hmm.
I got lost a little bit when you kind of
Went over to GitHub and
yeah
activated the GitHub version. Yeah, me too. But I mean, it would make sense to have one instance that is just not connected to any GitHub repo. And then once you set up a GitHub repo, the GitHub repo is kind of the upstream, right?
yeah
And
yeah
so you would spin up a new instance
yeah.
with that as the rule.
Yeah.
At least that makes sense to me.
But I need this terminal access for this, especially for running tests and so. So I am not very happy.
Wait, actually, one question arises, which we can't answer now, but what if we spin up a Vue project or a React project, connect it to a GitHub repo, and then try to add the terminal with DevTools here?
That's for next stream, absolutely.
If that works,
Yeah.
and that's pretty nice.
But I'm also like, so if can I stop this? Yeah, if I stop, like, if I now just touch a new file, right?
Mm,
New file,
mm-hmm.
txt, here.
Yeah.
That shows up here immediately.
Yeah, same.
So why didn't this work when we used,
Oh, because I think we broke it when we tried to install all of Vue scaffolded in the server.
yeah.
And
also, if I'm in VS Code and I create a new file for txt,
mm-hmm.
and I go over
updates
here,
it's very fast.
txt, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Yeah. So So okay. So since we're gonna kill this anyway, so if I now do npm view, no, sorry, no, I was in the wrong thing. There we go.
Yeah.
If I come on, right? If I do no, I'm just gonna do what I know. Yarn create
probably yarn
react app, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Hello.
Don't forget the.
No, I can just do what the fuck? What? Oh yeah, whatever.
Ooh.
Hold on. So yarn create react. Okay, app. A dot, just a dot.
Yeah.
Right. Boom. And what happens?
Hey, it's installing all the packages. Oh, failed exit code 1. Why?
Or remove the files listed above. Okay, so it doesn't want to do that. So what if I just do, okay, let's just do rm rf everything. Let's just get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, so everything is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I just do yarn create react app and then say, well, it would still won't accept the dot, I think. Yeah, but so if I just do hello world.
No, it yelled at you because of .code sandbox.
Shit. What did it yell about?
It yelled because .code sandbox, the directory, it doesn't like that for some reason.
Yeah, and what is that? Workspace JSON mobile. I don't know. And we can't get rid of it. You see that?
Yeah. They probably need that too.
So foobar. But no shit. Foobar. So this will create a subfolder. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No.
No. Names can no longer contain capital
Oh,
letters. They changed that, remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And now it
Hey.
creates the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's not exactly what we want, right? Because, or is it?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we can obviously move them around once they've been
Yeah.
scaffolded.
Because now foobar is being created, and we didn't get. We have the public, right? We have the git ignore. Right, this is a new application, right? Basically, it creates all of the stuff.
Yeah.
But what if I now? This takes. I mean, this is not how we want to do this, right? Because I could, in principle, just take all of this and move it to the. Replace this guy. Right, and I can remove the foobar folder.
Mm-hmm.
Delete permanently. Right. And what? We have this. And can I do? But there is no browser anymore, right?
No. But you
Because
can open previews.
how can I open previews?
If you look at the dev tools, the little plus sign on the top right.
Oh. What is that?
But
Forbidden. Okay,
I
so
don't
what if
know.
we just do? Okay, okay, this is ridiculous, but yeah, let's do yarn start. Starting the development server. No preview available on port.
New preview on
new.
port 3000.
Okay.
3000. Oh, and it appears.
And it does.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah, so yeah. But it's still a little bit hacky because we have to create it in a different folder, right?
I'm sure we will find a workaround.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think we should think about wrapping up.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, I've learned a few things, right?
Yeah, me too.
I mean, this is the second time we're doing this, and I think Code Sandbox is an interesting tool.
Absolutely, and obviously it becomes way more powerful when you link it to a GitHub account.
Yeah, and just as a thingy, like out of this, there's a feature_1. Did you call it feature1?
I did.
You did. Okay, so I can create a PR from this directly from this interface, and it commits. It says committing. I don't know what that means really, but I guess that means something. Well, I know what committing means. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I don't know in this. But didn't we have problems with that yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Or we had problems with syncing, but now it sort of looked like it.
If you go to your GitHub account for a sec.
Yeah.
And just open this one up. Is there a PR? No.
There is no PR.
And what is the latest on that particular branch?
We have 2 commits, both from me, both called initial commit.
Yeah, so that wasn't that.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, we will deal with that at some other point. Interesting tool, might very well fit into the box of tools that we're using. Is it a fully featured alternative to LiveShare in VS Code? Not yet, but I think we're getting there. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll find a use for this for sure. Be it just like little JavaScript algorithmic challenges for our students, which is great. Or to show up some particular feature in React or what have you. Sure, why not? You know.
And for those of you, just before we say goodbye for ever, not forever, until the next stream, we are going to run a community coding or training program where we will be using this tool. Hopefully, it's going to be about introduction to JavaScript for those who want to get into coding. It's going to be free, and it will give you a little bit of JavaScript, of course, but also testing, because we believe in good quality code and tests.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Test
So read about that on agileVentures.org on the first page, but also in our Slack, and be on the lookout. Mid-September is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a short thing, four meetups, where hour and a half, and we're gonna deal with this. So if there's anyone you know that are curious about programming, ask them to join. We're gonna bear with us, but we will do our best to not extinguish the desire to learn development.
It'll be fun. It will be fun.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
Sayonara, folks. Thank you very much, Max. Thank you.
Yeah.